First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and sincerity. And a shout out to Yakim that's out there on the four quarters of the earth proclaiming this truth. Going out to the streets and proclaiming this truth, as well as, at home doing lessons and doing what you can to edify the elect, because, we're at the very end of this, as you see World War III breaking out, as, it's getting to the time that we ain't going to be able to put up videos much longer. I just had a couple of mine taken down because I put misleading information, because I'm not Chris Green, I'm not anybody else, but I pretty much, titled my video that, Israeli state moving in on Assad to liquidate him, but that's supposed to be misleading, because these goddamn motherfucker fucktubes are just taking down videos for no reason whatsoever, so that was set to private, so the rest can't view it. Well, at least before that I had 20 views before that happened, and we know they lie about the amount of people that view the videos anyways. But anyways, FuckTube took it down, because, of course, there was a lot of truth into it, because, look, Iran did not attack the Israeli state. Persia did not attack Amalek. What had happened is Golan Heights, as stated before, this has come from AMTV as well as many others, but as you know, Golan Heights doesn't even belong to Amalek. It belongs to Syria. It's just that they stole that from Syria. They stole that land from Syria. So, nonetheless, though, it was Syrian defense forces that fired back, because Israeli state declared war against the Assad government. They pretty much did when they said they were going to annex, they were going to liquidate Bashar al-Assad. So I took down my video over that, because, of the title, which all I did is read articles from RT anyways, Pretty much, though, that this whole Iran attack, it wasn't Iran that attacked them, but I said it was a false flag. It was a false flag narrative to pretty much provocate their war against Iran, that as Benjamin Not a Jew says, cut the head off the snake, so that's why they'll say Iran attacked, even though it's really the defense forces of Syria that fired back on these goddamn terrorists, because that's what Israeli state is. They're the terrorists, and ISIS works for them. That's Israeli secret intelligence services. So we know who the real terrorists are. The United States and its allies arm these terrorist groups, and it doesn't matter whether you call it Free Syrian Army or you call it Al-Qaeda or whatever names they want to. They were all bought and paid for by the United States, out of Saudi Arabia, Qatar, all these alliances that they have. But now what's happening is the EU is beginning to hate the whore. They're starting to pull away from the whore. And they're starting to tell the people that, hey, you know what, we're just going to replace the United States as the prominent leader, So they are hating the whore, and they're hating Amalek, And what's kind of funny is Benjamin Not a Jew tells Vladimir Putin, I hope that you're going to be responsible for the death of 6 million Jews, pulling that Holocaust bullshit, which we know they're not the real Jews, And of course, like everything else, though, that these Israeli attacks on Syria are not going to stop, and they're going to get their foot in the door to go after Tehran themselves. So anytime Syria fights back, they're going to say that it's Iran attacking, and they're going to lay with the goddamn fucking media and shit, because they own all this shit. But anyhow, Isaiah prophesied what would happen to America, Babylon the Great. So we're going to read out of Isaiah chapter 13. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. Again, we were brought over here. We were the nobles, by the way. We were, in the EU. But what had happened is Esau had come down from the mountains, come down from the cliff rocks, and had taken over that area, And so we are brought here into captivity many years later by these, you could say Amalekites. We were brought by slave ships. you know, which was Amalek and the high place of Esau, Edom, and all our enemies cited together. I have commanded my sanctified ones, I have also called my mighty ones, for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. And that is the elect being woken up to this truth and proclaiming this on the streets. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as a great people of tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts trusteth the host of the battle. So again, you know, what's happening is, you know, we're waking up and we're sounding the alarm, you know, pretty much. We're blowing the trumpet in Zion because we're the real Zion. You know, not the fake-ass Jews over there in the Israeli state, you know, which another nickname for it is Ashdod. You know, we're the real ones, and we're proclaiming this truth. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of indignation to destroy the whole land. What's that talking about? What are those weapons? Talking about thermonuclear weapons, which are going to be brought down on this place, Babylon the Great, America. How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. You know, every clean and hateful bird is going to be here. Just like the brother put up yesterday from Mississippi. He saw an owl right there on the stop sign at night. You know, and owls are very much representative of a place being desolate. So this place is going to be a desolate wilderness. They shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. A lot of people are afraid now because they're seeing this economy crash and they're seeing this war escalate. They don't want this war in Syria, but there's nothing they can do because it's the Most High that's making it happen. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. You know, and that's talking about when these nuclear weapons burn everybody up. You know, when they see these nuclear weapons being launched off. You ever seen the day after? That's what's going to happen in that day. There will be an EMP, and then the nukes will be coming. Those are the weapons of indignation. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, both and wrath, and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Well, who are the sinners? You know, I know that Esau likes to claim to be a sinner and likes to claim that this salvation is for them, but they're not the nation that's being salvaged from among that. Only the elect is going to be salvaged from among that. It's going to receive the salvation. But who are the sinners? Who was the law given to? It was given to Israel, the real Israelites. So they're the sinners and they're going to be destroyed. That's talking about the 2/3. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. You know, and that's talking about that big ship that's coming, you know, as well. You know, as these thermonuclear destruction, you know, which you cannot see the sun day or night because of its destructive power. And I will punish the world for their iniquity, and the wicked for their evil. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. That's talking about America, Babylon the Great. And will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than the gold, even a man than the golden wells of Ophir. Therefore I will shake the heaven, and the earth shall remove her out of the place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of fierce anger. So he's going to thrust through, he's going to destroy this place, as well as those thermonuclear weapons hitting. Everyone that is bound shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined with them shall fall by the sword. So all these places that were with America, Babylon the Great, they're going to get thrust through as well. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. Who are the modern day Medes? Well, that's could be equated to Russia and Persia. Which shall not regard silver and gold, they shall not delight in it. So in other words, they don't even care about the US dollar and the currencies because they can give two shits about it. Their bulls also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And that's what's going to happen. There will be an invasion. This place will be taken over. You know, Russia and its allies, which are the current Medes, coming against this place. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldeans' excellency, shall be when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. So this place is going to be destroyed, to be remembered no more. You know, like the owl that was on the stop sign last night. You know, a wilderness, owls will be here. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall Arabian pitch tent there. In other words, these gas stations and all that, the 7-Elevens and all that, they're not going to be here anymore. Neither shall the shepherds make their fold here, but the wild beasts of the desert shall be there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls, key word, and owls shall dwell there, and the satyrs shall dance there. So in other words, this place pretty much is going to be laid desolate, and it's going to be death all around. It's going to be a smoked out, burnt up place, you know, pretty much. The wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons, which is talking about lizards, not like Dungeons and Dragons, in their pleasant palaces, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. So this place is about to be destroyed, you know. That's what Isaiah is foreseeing there, you know. And we're in the midst of that as we see this thing escalate. You know that Israeli state, Amalek, is going to draw the rest of the Edomites to battle in this place. But it's the Most High that's stirring this up, you know. As he hardened Pharaoh's hearts, the modern day pharaohs that are Chaldeans, you could call that America, Babylon the Great, the Edomites, the high place of Idumea, and, you know, they're going to be gathered to battle there. That's why they won't leave Syria alone, or Iraq, or Iran, or any of it. They want total control, and that's what's going to destroy them. Ultimately, the Most High is bringing them there to be destroyed. So I hope this has been edifying to all those that are enduring and persevering in this thing. So let's just feed on each other while we can, because there won't be much time left, you know. And forward these videos while you still can. Copy them to your hard drive, because they are taking down videos right and left. Shalom.